I'm Jana Kacharik from Big Ideas Learning. Today, we will take a look at the Record and Practice Journal. The Record and Practice Journal is a consumable, one-color workbook for the student to record his or her work. It contains extra practice and activity pages where students can record their work, hence the name, the Record and Practice Journal. It also includes a glossary and manipulatives for the activities. While you pull out your books, I'm going to transition to the website bigideasmath.com, where you can also access the Record and Practice Journal. Here is our website bigideasmath.com. To access the Record and Practice Journal, you need to log in and then click on the Teachers tab. Next, you need to choose your book. In this presentation, we will use the Red Book. Then you need to click on the Record and Practice Journal. Before we open up the Record and Practice Journal, you may have noticed that the website provides the pages in PDF format and Word format. If you choose to use the Word format, you can edit the pages to suit your needs. Now let's open up to Chapter 4 on page 87. At the beginning of every chapter is the Fair Game Review. The Fair Game Review provides 2 pages of additional practice for the skills and concepts on the What You Learned Before page in the chapter opener of the student textbook. As you can see, there is extra space provided for students to work through the problems. This is true throughout the Record and Practice Journal. The answers to the exercises appear in the Teaching Edition. They are on the Teaching page opposite the What You Learned Before page. If you turn to page 89, you will see the beginning of the activity pages. In each section, there are 3 pages that go with the activity. These pages may be used in place of the student textbook because they match the activity pages in the textbook. So, the 4.1 activity pages in the Record and Practice Journal match the student textbook pages 158 and 159. The Record and Practice Journal activity pages take the textbook activity and spread them out over 3 pages so that students can have room to take notes and show their work. They also provide models to help students solve problems. The answers to these exercises also appear in the Teaching Edition. They are written in maroon font on the teaching pages opposite the activity pages. If you turn to page 92, you see a practice page that can be used after the lesson, either in place of the textbook exercises or as additional practice. These exercises are written to practice the topics taught in the textbook, beginning with skill and ending with problem solving. The answers to these exercises are also in the Teaching Edition. They are located in maroon font on the teaching page opposite the first page of the activities. Let's take a moment to review what you can find in each chapter of the Record and Practice Journal. At the beginning of every chapter, there is a Fair Game Review that is 2 pages. And for each section, there are 3 pages for the activity and 1 page of extra practice for the lesson. If you do not want to pull out your Teaching Edition for the answers, you can also find the answers in the answer key. In the Record and Practice Journal answer key, you can find all the answers for every problem in the Record and Practice Journal. Also included in the Record and Practice Journal is a glossary. The glossary begins on page 243. The glossary is designed to be a reference for key vocabulary, properties, and mathematical terms. And on the website, bigideasmath.com, you can access the multi-language glossary to listen to the vocabulary words, or print out vocabulary flashcards to help study the terms and properties. Each entry in the glossary includes a definition and a short example to aid the understanding of important concepts. Also in the Record and Practice Journal are two types of manipulatives. The first type are the cutouts, which begin on page 269. These cutouts are graphics of figures from the activities that students can use to help them solve the activities. This cutout is used in Chapter 5, Section 6. If students happen to lose the cutouts, then you can just print them a new one from online. The other type of manipulative are those on cardstock at the very back of the Record and Practice Journal. These manipulatives are on cardstock so that they are a little more durable because they may be used more often than the cutouts. Here you can see the math card work cards for Chapter 2, Section 1. Because these are on cardstock, it is a little harder for them to rip or bend when students are playing the game. As you can see, there are many valuable resources in the Record and Practice Journal. I hope this presentation has been helpful and that you have a better understanding of how to use the Record and Practice Journal in your classroom.